Hey y'all, it's the girl Purple Latte, and as you can see, I am back here again with another interview. So today, guys, I got the famous Miami Got Jokes.
How you doing? I'm Miami Got Jokes. Obviously, I'm from Miami. I'm happy to be here. It's my first time here, so I'm excited to see what this is.
So we got some good questions set up for him, and also a nice little game, so you guys stay tuned.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna get right into the questions. So I know that you call yourself Miami Got Jokes.
Mm-hmm.
What's your real name?
My real name is police. Investigation. My real name is Rick Ezine.
Rick.
Yeah, government name, Rick. Yeah, Rick.
Oh,
Ezine.
Rick. Okay,
Yes.
Rick is okay. When it comes to your Miami Got Jokes name, is that just your Instagram name, or that's also your comedian name, like when you go out and do like shows or anything like that?
Yeah, that's my comedian name. Like when I go out and do shows and when I do Instagram skits, that's the name right there. That's the brand.
Okay. Now, when it comes to your name, how did you come up with that, or did somebody give it to you and you just ran with it?
To be honest, I came up with it, and I was just thinking about, a lot of times that we don't really, as far as Miami, we don't really consider Miami a comedy scene.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just thought in my head, well, Miami's funny too. So, in my mind, I just made something random like Miami Got Jokes. So it's like saying Miami Got Jokes too. You come here, come here to laugh. So, yeah, that's how I came up with it.
Well, you actually did set the tone for people if they haven't been to Miami, or if they haven't been to a comedy show in Miami. All they gotta do is go on your page. They gonna know exactly what the jokes is about when it comes to Miami. Did comedy start within your childhood, or is that something you grew to love as growing up?
Growing up, when I was in school, everybody always told me I was funny, but I never considered being a comedian. As you know, I'm Haitian,
Mm-hmm.
so that whole being a comedian thing was out the question. When I started really focusing on comedy is when I met one of my good friends, Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
We call him Gavin Defy. He's a comedian as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, a few years ago, he told me, yo, let's do comedy. And I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, sure. It's like, he gave me the idea, and I was like, yeah, sure. But I didn't really believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like comedy. When you first think about something, it's like, all right, whatever. But as I started doing it more and more and hanging out with him more, going to venues and, doing skits, and I started feeling like, okay, this might be for me. This might be an actual passion. And here I am today, 3-4 years later, and this is I feel like my dream is somewhat actually coming true.
Oh, that's good. That's good, because a lot of times we dream,
Yes.
and not all the dreams come true.
For sure. I definitely believe that. A lot of people have hidden talents, but sometimes the problem is the reason why it doesn't come out is because of the people we hang around. You might you might think you want to be a bottle collector, but the fact that you don't hang around people who do that, it's like in your mind okay, that's corny. Let me pick something else.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Like they say, you are the crowd you keep, or however they say it.
It's very true. Very true.
With you being popular now, how is it? How's the life? How is it with your fans when you're out in the community?
It's nice, but at the same time it can be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's like everybody is checking for you. First, let me start off with the positive. Everybody's been showing me crazy love. Then yo, don't stop, keep doing what you're doing. I love what you're doing for the Haitian community. You know what I mean? I love what you're doing for the Miami community and everything. Man, you are an inspiration. And even when I don't do comedy and I talk about certain subjects about relationships and stuff like that, they love that too. So that's been big. Now the negative part is I get weird DMs. I get some guy told me to put his mixtape link in my bio. Some dude even he just had his baby. Just had his baby, and he sent me a picture of his baby, and I don't even know him.
Wow.
I mean, I was, another congratulations to him. It's like I don't know who you know what I mean? I get constantly and people that I never knew before. It's like everybody's trying to be my friend, everybody's trying to get my number, everybody's trying to have me go out somewhere. So, sometimes it gets annoying because before, even though I'm funny or whatever like that, sometimes I do like my alone space, but it's hard to be that person. Now it's like whenever I'm out somewhere, another thing that's annoying too is like people are starting to come to my job. Yeah, people are like, whenever because I work security in Aventura. And then now, before, it was never like that. But now, when I'm at work, all I hear is, stop right there, homie. Let me take pictures. And people are secretly recording me at work and everything. So it kind of at first, it was cool, but sometimes it does get annoying. It does get annoying.
Do you ever feel like sometimes maybe say the people you grew up with, the people that knew you from school or family, do you ever feel like at times you may be getting, I don't want to say negative, but why are you doing this or find something better?
Plenty of times.
Especially growing up Asian.
Yeah, for sure. Plenty of times where before I started doing comedy, I used to hang around a lot of hood niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We used to rob and steal together. So we used to do all that type of stuff. So it's when I started to think about doing other things, because that life, it wasn't really for me. You know what I'm saying? I was just around that because I was around them. You know what I mean? And I didn't really have a father figure, so I look to them as you know what I'm saying, like my big brothers or whatever. But when I finally started getting older, and I tell myself I gotta find something different. I started doing the comedy, and they started man, this ain't funny, man. This ain't getting you no chicks. You know what I'm saying? So it's more and more. It kind of made me feel like, damn, I gotta separate myself. And my mother wasn't really into the comedy thing too. You know what I'm saying? And that would really hurt me the most, because growing up, I wasn't really the top student, or I didn't really have no accolades to really make my mother proud. So, me doing comedy and also being featured in Haitian comedy shows where I'm working with Plus, Success, not Pasta Show, what's his name? James and Jonas and them. And I really wanted my mother to come out and see me, do a Haitian comedy show, and she said she wasn't with it. So, stuff like that, it's sometimes you have to separate yourself from certain negative things just so you can elevate it.
Yeah, as long as you keep going, because at the end of the day, this is your dream.
For sure.
It is something that makes you happy. So no matter the naysayers or the support you expect to get from those around you, you're not receiving it, just as long as you keep pushing. When it comes to your skits, what is the creative process behind it?
So when it comes to my skits, I try to think outside the box. So a lot of times, you see skits Virgos be like, or relations be like. I try to think different. I try to be a little different. I made a skit with the Haitian Power Rangers. When they're going out to save the world, but they have Haitian parents you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, I try to be a little bit different. So when people see it, it's damn, I did not see that coming. So it's it's just being creative than what you're normally seeing, because we've all seen all types of skits before. So yeah.
You seem to be naturally funny. I ain't gonna lie. You just watching your page and your videos, I make sure I go on it every day to get my daily laugh, and probably watch the videos about 10, 15 times. Would you say being a comedian came to you easy, or was it kind of hard to come up with jokes to catch people's attention?
Being a comedian, it kind of came to me a bit harder than easy. Because when you're a comedian, when you're a comedian, one thing you have to accept and agree with is your flaws. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? You can't be a comedian and think you the best and you have no, you know what I'm saying, you have no wrongs about you. So it really came to me hard, where I used to live a certain way, and it's no, this ain't it. You know what I mean? This is terrible. So once I learned how to accept that, then it made me become better, made me think about certain things, made me address certain insecurities I had with myself, and I turned them into jokes. So yeah, it can be harder than I expected.
What challenges do you face being a comedian?
Okay, let's see. Probably being a bit too honest, or sometimes I might think too much outside the box where certain people don't get the joke. And like, I'm gonna give you an example, right? So a few months back, I made a joke where I'm not sure. I know you guys do YouTube too, right? You know about the trend of smash or pass trend.
Yeah.
So I did a skit about that where I did a smash or pass where I did smash Trina, pass some white girl in a wheelchair, and then I did smash Santana. You know Santana,
yeah.
Right? So that right there is supposed to be a joke. The irony of the joke is like, okay, Santana looks like a woman, but I know they don't think, I guess they didn't think that I knew Santana was a man. But that's the whole irony of the joke. Man, the comment section, oh, you gay, oh man, yeah, stop, man, hey, you not funny, you don't do shit down the hood, man, we don't joke like that. Like, the comment section was full of those, oh, you gay, I knew you was gay.
Wow.
If you gay, just say that. And you know what's crazy? Like, as soon as I make a gay skit, it's like, oh, you gay. But I made so many scammer skits, nobody actually follows the scammer. You know what I mean? So that's the stuff you have to deal with as a comedian. It's like sometimes if you make a joke, some people might take it the wrong way. And also sometimes it's like being too honest, because some people don't like honesty. You know, you might say something where it's like, you know, I was doing a show a few years ago, and I said in the crowd, a lot of you guys' relationships are on this last leg, so enjoy your last few moments tonight. And the crowd it was just silent. So you know, that's the things you gotta accept as a comedian.
Do you feel like at times maybe you gave a bad joke?
Yes. Yes.
What joke was that?
What joke I had also? Damn. It was something about but it was when I first started, and it was something I was joking on the woman, and I was saying something about her age, but I said it so wrong, and then she said, I forgot what she said. It was a joke about how I was saying everybody here old, and the joke didn't fly at all. Like everybody gave me straight face, and she was like, "Oh, my age is none of your business," and the crowd was like, "Ooh," and it's like now they looking at me what I'm gonna say, but now I'm nervous because I'm not used to, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have no comeback because I'm just now starting out. So the thing with me now, whenever I'm going to, like, if I'm trying to go the distance, because I like making dark jokes, but if I'm trying to go the distance, I want to make sure that it actually has substance. Because sometimes you can be an asshole, but if the joke doesn't have substance, it's just now you're just being offensive for no reason. So yes, there's been times I've made bad jokes, and it's definitely backfired.
What well-known comedian would you say you look up to?
Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb?
Corey Holcomb, he does comedy. He's a stand-up comic. He's been in the game for almost like 15, 20 years. I love his jokes, man. I love how he carries himself, and I also like Bill Burr as well. I like Bill Burr as well.
Okay, I need to go look up those comedians because I've never heard of those names before.
If you look up Corey Holcomb, like he's very he's the most disrespectful, but he's funny with it. Like he's so funny. And Bill Burr is kind of the same way, but it's like he's teaching. You know what I mean? So I like those two comedians.
Okay. Which video would you say took you far when it comes to social media? Instagram.
For my skits, the first one that went viral is the lawyer skit. That's the one. that changed my life. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? That video was not even my idea.
Wow.
It wasn't even my idea. Like, so before that skit, I made a skit about a dude being a telemarketer, working at a call center for Bank of America. So I try to give it that mind flip where, like, a scammer working in a call center for fraud department in Bank of America. So they seen it, they started laughing, but they didn't really get traction like that. You know what I'm saying? Got some love, but they didn't really get traction like that. So this dude named SK, he's a Haitian music artist. He's a Haitian musician, Haitian music artist named SK. And he said, he DM'd me, he's like, man, that skit was funny, but you know what you should do? You should do Don't Mind Me Lawyer. You feel what I'm saying? You talk about the case of how you trying to get out, this and that. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm listening to that idea. I'm like, all right, cool. When I get back home, I'm gonna shoot it. That same day, I didn't shoot it because I didn't really believe in it or whatever like that. The next day, I didn't really have like no idea, so I'm like, all right, let me do this idea. Let me see what happens. I shoot the skit. It took me like about 30 minutes to shoot the skit. I shoot the skit, and then whenever I shoot skits, I post it and I just leave my phone for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, I see how it goes. After 30 minutes, it wasn't really getting no love like that, so I'm like, damn, this shit wasn't fair. Right? So I go to sleep, and then my girl was like, hey, like your skit is like, it's going crazy. Then I'm looking at my phone. My phone is like, it's going nuts. Like, people are texting me like, yo, go on Instagram, go on Ball Greasy page. Ball Greasy posted it on his Instagram, and it's going crazy. Gunplay posted it on Instagram. It was just picking up traction. Everybody was posting on their own Instagram. It had like about 20 something. It had like almost 30,000 views or 500 something comments. But the crazy thing is, the video I posted like 2-3 days ago, it doubled those numbers. So
wow, that's good.
But that's the one. That lawyer skit. That's the one that took me over the top.
That lawyer skit. When I seen that lawyer skit, I kid you not, we was dying because we from NB area. Don't mind me, you can say whatever, but I rep NB. But watching it, and I know people. I've dealt with lawyers for my family members, so I know. But that was hilarious. It was too funny. But
and that's another thing too. Sorry to cut you off. That's another thing. Is that the lawyers? I started seeing lawyers started following me. It's like, oh man, this is so true. Like that's oh man, it's crazy.
It was facts. Like it was facts. Did Johnny ever pay the 2 B's?
Nah, still trying to get it from him.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna do it for real. When it comes to your personal life, I know you mentioned your girl, so you're not single.
No.
You're in a relationship. Okay. I heard you got kids in the streets running around.
Oh no, I don't have
Oh, okay. My kids are.
I'm working on it though. I'm actually working on having kids. But,
okay. Have you ever been heartbroken before?
What? Is that a question? What? Show me one person that's passed and never got their heart broken. I've got my heart broken in some of the worst ways possible. Some of them I feel like I brought it on to myself. But yeah, I've got my heart broken, and I'm terrible at I'm very terrible at recovering from heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to do. I start getting sick. I don't be wanting to eat. You know what I mean? I be wanting to quit on life.
Dang, I gotta be love. You was in love and they broke your heart. Dang, that's crazy. But we all go through it. We all go through a little heartbreak.
Yeah, for sure.
Before we find that one. And sometimes even that one be breaking your heart.
Yeah. That'd be the biggest one, man, is the one that you truly love, where it's like, damn, I finally made it. And it's like, here you go.
Have you been trying to, like, if you haven't already, did any collaborations with other comedians to do skits or anything? Or do you plan on working with any in the future?
I plan on working with some in the future. Right now, as people know, I work, so I work a lot of hours. So I'm trying to like really put my money together where I'm trying to really take my skills to the next level, so I can really actually make better quality skills or whatever like that. So I've been working crazy. So after October, November, I'm start working with other people. I have other people my skills, be more out in the streets more. Yeah. So in the future, not right now.
That's good. At least you have it planned out.
Yes.
And then I'm sure these things can be very expensive. So putting in the work, putting in hours, you have to, because money don't grow on trees.
Sure.
And I see you got your podcast going on. How is that going for you?
We shoot here. Yeah, we shoot here. Shout out to the studio. So our podcast has been going good lately. We've been shooting our podcast for almost like 4 years now. We've been shooting here for I think almost like 3 months. It's been going good. We kind of did a pause just so everybody get their stuff together and everything. But we're coming back next week Wednesday. We're bringing on Hayes. I love it, man. I love my podcast. I feel like, doing a podcast, it just feels like it's like your own therapeutic time to just say whatever the hell you want, say what's on your mind and just see what people think about it. You know what I mean? Whether they like it, whether they don't.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I love it.
Yeah. I am proud of everything that you have going on. I'm proud of everything that you have already done. And I'm looking forward to everything you have going on with the skits and whatever other stuff, shows, stand-up comedy. So this is the end of the interview portion. We're going to get into the games and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright guys, we are back and it's time for the game. The game we're playing today is called the Whisper Challenge. So while MiamiGotJokes is listening to music, I am going to whisper something and he has to read my lips to guess what I'm saying. So let me get into it. We listen to the music now.
Send me Chris. Send me Chris.
He said, I said, send me Chris. Alright, so you said, I said, send me Chris.
Send me Chris. What did you do?
I said, ZB Grits.
I was close.
Alright. Next one.
What's that again? It's something with melon. I don't know. I'm trying to read the lips. My heart is reading the lips. Call me a melon. Call me a melon. Call me a melon.
I'm a comedian.
I'm a comedian. I'm close. God damn. Oh my God.
Alright, next one.
I'll say it again. Oh, say it one more time. I like to move it. Okay.
You got that one? Alright.
That one was easy. Say it again. Thank you for coming. Okay.
Good job. Alright. Thank you for coming.
Stop the light. Stop the light. I'll say it again. Stop there coming. Something. Stop. Hold one more time. Stop there coming. Stop there coming. Stop there coming. Stop there coming.
Stop right there, homie.
Alright, yeah, homie.
You said so long, so I'm like, stop there coming. I'm like, yeah, I can't. Oh my goodness.
Stop right now, homie. You could not go without saying that part. MiamiGotJokes, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me
appreciate you guys.
So give them your information. How can they follow you? Where can they find you?
Okay, my number is 7 now. Follow me on Instagram, MiamiGotJokes. I'm gonna be shooting skits. I shoot skits throughout the week, just not Saturday, Sunday. Thank you guys for showing me love. Thank you guys for having me. Also, if you want to book me, just hit up Messages Talents on Instagram as well. And check out Down Here in Miami podcast as well. Shout out to HGAB Studios for putting this all together. And you guys have a good one.
Thank you guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at _Purple Latte. YouTube channel is the Coffee Break TV. And see you guys next time.